Hello there, YouTube. Section 333 here. Let's see. I got the Rick Black poker out. Caribe lighter. Smoking the Captain Earl's 10 Russians. Got a little coffee in the Tokes titanium mug. That is chock full of nuts, Upper West Side, which is their strong bold blend. I figure I don't drink much coffee, but if I'm going to, I'm going to drink the one with the biggest punch I can find. And yes, I drink it black. I do have some of that Valhalla Java Almighty from Death Wish coffee. I will be trying that soon. I will do a review on that. Yes, I do use K-Cups. Pool's covered. Alright. So what is this? This is a video, obviously, about flashlights. As you can see, there's like a lot of them on this table. So I was watching Prepared Mind 101, and I'm not a prepper or anything like that. But I live on Long Island, and like anyone else, I have been in natural disasters for extended periods of time. We get hurricanes. I was without power for 21 days once. People were lined up for gas, things like that. And they were fighting over it. Could you imagine if they were fighting over the last bag of grapes? And yes, supermarkets were becoming depleted here because trucks couldn't get through due to flooding. That's why they couldn't get gas here, because they couldn't get through due to flooding. So one of the things I do believe in is you should be prepared. So, that being said, Prepared Mind 101, Chris Tanner did a video, and this is a video response. He said if you had to pick three of something, and I think he did one on folding knives, one on belt knives, one on flashlights, and one on big chopper knives. I can probably do videos on those other items as well at some point, but I do have a lot of flashlights because I keep them in various areas throughout my house, my car. I keep a couple at work. I work in a hospital. And so one of the things that I do believe in, and light is an important tool when you don't have it. That's what, darn, I wish I had a light when there's no light around. Unless you develop cat vision or something like that, you will need a flashlight. Now, one of the rules of his challenge was you had to pick, one of them had to be a budget light. So, we got a lot of lights here. We'll start up here at the top of the table. This is it's in a Princeton Tech cover, but it's a Petzl headlamp, right? I have the TH10 headlamp here, and that's from Through Night. Then I have the H1r Nova from Olight. Then we have I believe this is the HC30 from Nightcore. That's also a headlamp. Alright, then down here we have some tactical lights. We got the M23 or M27, MH27 from Olight. That's another. Actually, you know what? This is the MH27 from Nightcore. I'm sorry. This is the M23 from Olight. Up here we have the MMX-R from 47s. And down here I have the M1X Striker from Olight. Over here, these are the Wowtacs. These are the A1S version 1 and version 2. And they are different, actually. The user interfaces are different. Aside from the color differences, the user interface is slightly different. And there's a reason why you would pick one over the other, and I'll explain that. Then I have this is the TC12 by Through Night, and the Olight S30R. Up at the top here, this is a Terralux. I don't know what model that is. This is the Phoenix LD22. Here I have another Through Night, and this is the Through Night 2A Archer 2A V3. These are both I don't know the model of Surefire. I want to say G30 or something like that. I don't believe they make this model any longer. They both have been modified with LED lights. They originally came with incandescent bulbs. All right, they've been upgraded to LEDs. Not cheap upgrades, by the way. Excellent weapons lights. This is another Olight. That's a small Olight. It's some kind of special edition. They actually both are. Both of these are Olights. This is the S1 Baton. This is the IE3S or something like that. Here's a jet beam, small jet beam, another through night. This is the Archer 1A. All right, that's the V3 as well. This is a small EO1 Phoenix. And then I have some Streamlights. I have the Streamlight Stylus Pro. And then I have the next one up from that. This is the Streamlight ProTech. And they are different too, aside from just size. So you got to pick 3 of them. I figure I'm going to want one headlamp so I can be hands-free. The budget light, that's simple. I'm going with the Wowtac As1 V2. And the reason why is it has a better user interface. Just double tap. You don't have to press this button as much on this light. For this one here, you have to press and hold for strobe. Here, I can just triple tap and it goes into strobe. And it's a nice strobe. If I want a low beam, that's right here. And then if I just want to, boom, high beam. Double tap and you get a high beam. Triple tap. Much simpler user interface. And it's rechargeable. That's why I would take that over this through night, because the interface is easier. This is the TC10. And I would take it over this Wowtac as well. I would also take it over this. Even though this one is rechargeable, I would take this one over these two. Although, the reason I have to take this one is this is not a budget light. By any means, not a budget light. But, that being said, I prefer this one, the As1 V2, to the Olight S30. Does more, has more features for me, and overall better light. So move that over there. First light, budget. Headlamp. Now I'm gonna rule all of these out, and like I said, anything I rule out, like I said, this is because I have to pick 3. I wouldn't have these if I didn't like these. I obviously like these. I'm going to rule all of this stuff out. Alright? This is a great light. These are all great lights. This is a fantastic light. Now that I've upgraded these, I mean, they both go up to 320 lumens now, because I've changed the heads on both of them and the resistors. These are practically the identical light. These two. If I had to pick between these two, I'm actually going to go with the through night over the Phoenix because of the simplicity of the modes. But we're not picking any of those. The Terralux kind of was never in the running. This is just underpowered for anything I would need it for. If I'm going to go with this, something that small, I'm going to go with this one instead. I'm going to go with the Olight if I wanted the keychain light. If I wanted an everyday EDC light, it's going to be this Olight. And yes, I would take that over this even. If I had to pick a budget version for an everyday carry light, it's going to be this one. But we're going to go with this as our budget light. Now, I figure I also want a tactical light. And this is where it gets a little tough. Great light, simple. This is the M23 by Olight, the Javelot. Great light, very simple to use, and big button on here. You can work it easily with gloves on. Double tap, triple tap, very similar to this light, but I already have this light, so that rules out this. Plus it's not rechargeable. Next one, Olight M1X Striker. Awesome light too. Comes on in high mode, triple tap. You got to press this button though here for the user interface, right? So kind of rules this light out. It's not rechargeable. Let's put that over there. Drop these two down. All right. It's the Nitecore MH27. This thing is a serious thrower, just like the Javelot. It actually throws a little bit further distance. You got 1,000 lumens on this. You got 1,000 lumens on the Javelot. This light is rechargeable. Already I would take this over the Olight, all right? Over the Javelot. Now, here's the thing though. While it's a great light, it has all these funky modes on it through this actuation switch here. Police modes and all of this stuff, and I don't need all of that, you know? So, a red light, a blue light, a green light. I got this light because it was such a serious thrower. You know, if I do need a red light to preserve red light vision, it is there. It's also rechargeable. This goes in my bug out bag. All right. If I had to pick one every day that I had to carry every day, it's going to be this one here. This is the MMX-R by 4.7s. Now this is a, you can change this tail cap if you want, so you can tail stand it. Comes with two bezels, so you have a partial strike bezel there, crenulated bezel. Really, this is just so you can see that the light's on when you're holding it down like that. Like I said, you can change this tail cap. It comes with the other tail cap, so you could tail stand it, because as you do see, the button sticks out. But that's actually a plus that the button sticks out, and I'll tell you why. It's easy to press with gloves on. The other thing I like about this light, it is rechargeable. That collar, this collar comes undone, and you can USB recharge this light. All right. It is a proprietary battery, but it will take other batteries. If you want to recharge, you have to use the proprietary. However, you can buy them. I think they're about $15. It is not a cheap light by any means. Now, the other thing about this light is while it does have a lot of different modes, you have programmable modes. So I can put this light into almost an identical mode as this one. So I can make whichever modes I want easily accessible. So I like that flexibility with that light, plus the recharging. This one also, now this light doesn't have a charging port, but the battery that comes with it actually has a charging port on the actual battery. So you just plug the battery in. So I like the rechargeable idea. Headlight. You want to go heads free. Or hands free rather. Not head free. You go heads free, you're dead, right? So, Petzl. Everybody's got a Petzl, right? Simple if you just want a light to turn on. You just press the button, boom, it's on. Not a lot of power though. Modes can get a little wonky on those lights, right? Now this through night, this is actually a very nice headlamp. Goes up to about 750 lumens, right? And you can do quite a bit with it. Downside of this light is it's heavy. It is heavy. But it's a great light, right? Over here, these two lights are similar. If I had the headlamp version of this, which is the H1r or H2r, which is like 2,000 lumens, 2,300 lumens, something like that. This is about 600 lumens, this one, the H1r. Now this, the HC30, that's 1,000 lumen light here, right? This is a great light, but it has a downside as well, and that is it's not rechargeable. These are actually fantastic headlamps. They're lightweight, they're powerful, they have good run times. Now this one, the H1r Nova, the reason I like this light is because this light is rechargeable. And so that wins. So those are my three. You know, I would take it over this. If this was rechargeable, I would take this. It's not rechargeable. So here's my third light. Alright, so there you have it. Those are my choices. Headlamp, I want to, because I do want to be able to go hands-free. I want the H1r Nova, right? For a thrower, I want a, and this has good flood too. That's another reason I picked this. It has, I mean, some of these do have very good flood as well. This has very good flood. But if I want a thrower, this is the thrower I want. And my tactical light would be this one, the Wowtac A1S. It's also my budget pick. This is my high-end tactical and thrower, and to go hands-free, the H1 Nova. So this is the MMX-R by 4.7s in the middle, the Wowtac to the left of that. That's the A1S V2, and these names right on these things. And this is the H1r Nova by Olight. That's what I would pick for a headlamp. So if I had to pick three lights, this is what I would want. Would I want a search or floodlight? Yeah, but they're big, they're heavy. It's just not a light I would own. So you want to go with what you would want, you know, and that's of the lights I have. These are the three I would take. Yeah. So there you have it. Thank you all so very much. And it's harder to do than you think, you know, especially if you wait till you have the camera on to do it. You know, if you don't have the camera on and you sit and you think about it, I think everyone can do it at the drop of a hat. But when you put the camera on, you know, think about it. You picked from all of these. You found three. You can only keep three. And don't ever show this video to my wife, because she'll make me keep three. She'll literally say, oh, take this light, take that light, take that light. Get rid of all your other crap. So, listen, thank you so much. And have a good weekend. Have a good time. Chris Tanner, I'm throwing this back at you. Tag somebody else. And, yeah, please, tag somebody. But like I said, I hope everybody has a good weekend. And as you can see how windy and cold it is out here today. Yeah, you can see my breath coming out of my mouth. I'm not smoking any longer. And my coffee is probably ice freaking cold now. So thank you all so much. And once again, have a good weekend. This is Section 333 signing out. Now, this is probably going to be a little wonky because I'm going to turn the phone around again and shut the video off. All right, bye.